doing a day fast today. I kind of lost control of my fasting. I used to be pretty strict about it, a couple days a week. I'd have 2 days at different times in the week, but I've cut out sugar now, except for I allow myself 1 drink a day, 1 can of coffee, usually like Starbucks or Kona or something. But other than that, it's I took it all out. And now, after taking in a massive amount of that stuff my whole life, I knew it would be, I'd feel something. They said there'd be irritability and stuff, and I blew right past irritability into uncontrolled rage around, like nighttime, early evening. I just started to get really pissed, snappy, and yeah, it was like that for a while, and a little better now. I guess it's overall made me feel better, but I think more importantly, who gives a fuck? This anti-Semitism bill that just passed through the House, hopefully that's where it stops, because it's pretty unprecedented. Were it to pass, what it would do is give a foreign body the ability to criminalize American citizens. What it would be is that the definition of anti-Semitism would be decided upon by a governing body of the Holocaust Foundation or something like that. I don't know exactly the name, but it's the Holocaust something. And they're not an American institution, and they would be deciding what would fall under the auspices of anti-Semitism, what kind of criticism. So it basically could be anything. It could be any criticism. You don't know. It's pretty scary, You don't want that kind of thing happening. And I know that they're trying to stem the bleeding because they're taking a lot of heat because of this Gaza thing, and they're not used to not having control over the public discourse. But it's and beyond that, though, it's like people are kind of starting to notice that certain things are the way they are, and they were brought to that realization by the genocide that's happening over in the Gaza Strip. They have to get those people cleared out before they build their third temple. So this was inevitable. It was going to happen. It didn't happen because Hamas guys and hand gliders fucking Ewok village into a music festival that not music festival footage. It's just you look at it, and if you know what you're looking at and you've seen this kind of stuff before, eyes to see, ears to hear, and nose to smell, it's so funny. It's like you got people, they didn't even try. Talk about sloppy job massage. It just shows people running through a desert, like a field, group of people. And then there's the bathroom video, which they, of course, don't show the actual assault. They only show the aftermath. They show them alive, then they show nothing, then they show them dead. Now for some reason, out of nowhere, all of a sudden, it's not part of a larger offensive or whatever. They just decided we're going to Ewok glide into this music festival. And that girl too, the one that they highlighted, made a big deal out of. Yeah, it's just so fake. She's dancing at the music festival. Allegedly, it looks like it was shot in someone's tent in their backyard. But it doesn't take much to fool people, because most people, right, don't understand that they're being tricked. war through deception. That's Mossad, you know. They have no reason to doubt the news. So they see footage of a couple groups of people run through a field, and to them, that's enough for a music festival. And did they even hang glide? Did they really actually hang glide in? I know they have footage of the alleged incident. But yeah, for no reason, Hamas just decides, we're going to do this. We're going to put all our chips on the table. And we're going to hang glide it. Basically, they needed an attack to justify wiping all those people out. That's how they do everything. Evil works backwards. They reverse engineer everything. So they figure out what they need. And then they lay out events with, you know, psyops and other things to get them to the point they want to be at. They make the action that they then need to respond to. You know, just like everything else. Like, you know, I want to take the oil fields. Well, ISIS is over there. We have to go fight them. Why are you blowing up neighborhoods? Well, ISIS is hiding with the civilians. You know, that's, then they blow everything up, kill people, and take their oil fields. Meanwhile, there's nothing there anyway. There was no battle to begin with. It's just how they've kind of always done things throughout history. They want a solution that will either benefit them or move their agenda forward or their plans forward. So they create the opposition to do the exact thing they need to give the exact kind of response they have to give to then get what they want. And it's not just Israel in this situation. All these evil kind of tentacles of the beast, they do the same thing, you know. Like right now with the with these protests, and that got so crazy and out of hand, all of a sudden, all coordinated, all together for no reason. All of a sudden, they just decided we're all going to spurg out. Yeah, that's all fucking fake. That's all fucking psyop. They put their own people in there to spurg out or do what they need them to do. They film some of it, and then they say, this is crazy. We need to respond to this. We need an anti-Semitism bill so we can make these college campuses safe. You know, from their own fake rebel rousers. And then they get their bill. Now the bill, like I said, it would be the first time in history where a governing body outside the United States would dictate policy on United States citizens, in this case, whether or not they could be considered criminal behavior for criticizing Israel. That's fucked. Now, they wanted this, or something similar to it, for a long time. They did some stuff with Trump when he was in, and they were trying to get something through him. He's always kind of helped them out. Well, he has to. It's not his choice. You know, people still think, I get so sad when I see people like talking about political leaders and, oh, if this guy got in, this would happen. Well, my guy has to get in, and, you know, it's like, no, it doesn't matter. They're all one group. It's all theater, just for us. They trot these guys out there, and, you know, you get into a death duel with your neighbor over these political people that are just puppets. They're just, you know, Ronald McDonald he seems to command authority, but he's not making the hamburgers, you know. He's just out there he's the face of the corporation to talk to people. And it's like that. Same thing, too. They're all clowns. Yeah, there's some kind of connection there, of course. But yeah, so they did all these, again, like, it's like the Hamas thing, doing the hang glider moves. Like, all of a sudden, a coordinated attack, a coordinated freak out at all these campuses. How'd they work that out? Is there a Facebook group? Is there a pro-Palestinian Facebook group where they coordinated this coordinated freak out? It's silly, it's stupid. But again, like most people don't think to look deeper than the surface story or the headline or the 2 minutes they see on the news, because why would they think there was anything more to it than that? You know, they don't know they're being manipulated and lied to, and basically under spellcraft. It's yeah, it's pretty crazy. So I'm gonna watch this closely. I mean, because it could I mean, shit, all the stuff I have on my channel, I talk about the JQ when it's appropriate, when it coincides with something happening in the spiritual war. And yeah, that's criticism that they might say is criminal, and then, you know, then I would get the ban. I mean, I'm getting the ban anyway. It's just timing out when the ban's actually coming is the whole thing. I want to try to keep the ban at bay a little bit longer. But yeah, crazy shit. Nice day here in Waikiki, like usual. Windy, sunny but windy. I like that kind of thing. It's been kind of quiet here as far as weird events or strange happenings, or yeah, it's been pretty mellow. But you know, summertime's coming. It gets crazier in the summer. People stay out longer. The light stays later. You know, that's when usually the most interesting stuff happens. Like that's how this whole thing for me kicked off. Was the summer of 2017 when all the demon stuff started happening. That got me into this whole thing. So yeah, we might have some good stuff going on. I'm gonna keep documenting it all, regardless. And going into longs now. So for now, thanks for dropping by, and don't blame the teacher, blame the school.